Alright everyone, we're going to move on into the next part in which we will be playing some Game Gear games. We're going to play two, the first of which is going to be Jeopardy. Time once again to put our knowledge to the test. So let's see how we do in this game. Oh, I forgot to play that this is Jeopardy intro, but that's okay. I forgot to include that, but that's okay. Taking on Jack today. Dollar figures up there. And let's look at the categories. Cowboys and Indians, Mr. and Mrs., both in quotation marks. Excuse me. Cats and dogs, the press, fairs, and awards. Let's start with awards for 100.
The answer is
British decoration named for a former queen. What is the Victoria Cross?
yes.
I'll take awards for 200.
The answer is
Since 1932, the U.S. Badge of Military Merit has had this colorful name. What is the Purple Heart?
yes. The answer is
This prize did not have an economics category until 1969. What is the Nobel Prize?
you are right.
Alright, let's try 400.
The answer is
26 years after writing it for the stage, he won his Oscar for the screenplay Pygmalion. Who is George Bernard Shaw?
yes.
Let's wrap it up.
The answer is
He may disagree with Gene Siskel, but he won the 1975 Pulitzer Prize for film criticism. Who is Roger Ebert?
yes.
Bears for 100.
The answer is
Small Scout, or a baby bear. What's a cub?
yes.
Bears for 200.
The answer is
Because bears are born in this season, they can nurse while their mother sleeps. What is winter?
You are right.
Bears 300.
The answer is
Bear with a dangerous reputation and Dan Haggerty's Adams. What is a grizzly?
yes.
Bears for 400, please.
The answer is
For the fur on the soles of their feet keep them warm and help them walk on ice. What are polar bears?
you are right.
Okay, and for 500, bears.
The answer is
Western state once known as the Bear Flag Republic. What is California?
yes.
Alright, what category do I want now? Cats and dogs 100.
The answer is
This cat speaks for 9 lives. Who is Morris?
correct.
Cats and dogs for 200.
The answer is
Dog who went from Petticoat Junction to international stardom. Who is Benji?
yes.
Cats and dogs 300.
The answer is
Geppetto's cat in Pinocchio. Who is Figaro?
yes.
Cats and dogs 400.
The answer is
The Heart's dog on Heart to Heart. Who is Freeway?
yes.
Cats and dogs 500.
The answer is
Mom and Dad to Disney's dog, Scamp. Who are Lady and the Tramp?
correct.
Ran that category. That's 3 categories we ran so far. Cowboys and Indians
The
100.
answer is
A real Mohawk, Jay Silverheels played this Indian on TV. Who is Tonto?
you are right.
Cowboys and Indians for 200, please.
The answer is
This singing cowboy and owner of the California Angels has written more than 250 songs. Who is Gene Autry?
Yes.
Alright. Let me have Cowboys and Indians for 300. Alright, we know the drill.
The answer is.
For 6 years, singer Ed Ames played this TV character's Indian friend, Mingo. Who is Daniel Boone?
You are right.
Cowboys and Indians for 400.
The answer is.
This TV series starred Romanian illegal alien Duncan Ronaldo as a Latino cowboy. And that was the Cisco Kid.
You are right. The answer is.
Nickname of the talkative bearded cowboy actor, George Hayes. What is Gabby?
Yes. The answer is.
The line ending a presidential press conference. What is thank you, Mr. President?
Correct. The answer is.
Hugh Lumpy Branham played this farming friend of Captain Kangaroo. Who is Mr. Green Jeans?
Correct. The answer is.
In this role, Kate Jackson was in the spy field with a scarecrow. Who is Mrs. King?
You are right.
Mr. and Mrs. for 400.
The answer is.
According to Herman's Hermits, she has a lovely daughter. Who is Mrs. Brown?
Yes. The answer is.
Portier sequel to In the Heat of the Night. What is They Call Me Mr. Tibbs?
Yes. The answer is
It carries the motto, all the news that's fit to print. What is the New York Times?
yes. The answer is
This financial average company publishes the Wall Street Journal. What is Dow Jones?
you are right. The answer is
Harvard Lampoon alumnus. By 1937, he owned 25 daily newspapers and a California castle. Who is William Randolph Hearst?
yes. The answer is
Former UPI correspondent, better known for And That's the Way It Is on CBS. Who is Walter Cronkite?
you are right. The answer is
The official news agency of the Soviet Union. TASS. Canada. Alright. Let's start there.
the answer is
The leaf of this tree is Canada's national symbol. What is the maple tree?
yes. The answer is
Eastern province that has threatened to secede. What is Quebec?
yes. The answer is
This city's annual rodeo carnival is called the Stampede. What is Calgary?
yes. The answer is
Once arrested by Jordan as a spy, he was prime minister until the summer of 1984. Who is Pierre Trudeau?
are right. The answer is
A British colony until it became Canada's 10th province in 1949. What is Newfoundland?
yes.
Basketball 200.
The answer is
The first basketball player to score over 25,000 points. Who is Wilt Chamberlain?
you are right.
Basketball for 400, please.
The answer is
UCLA coach known as the Wizard of Westwood. Who is John Wooden?
yes.
Basketball for 600.
The answer is
This sport became an official Olympic sport in 1976. What is women's basketball?
correct. The answer is
The Celtics horticultural home. The Celtics horticultural home. What is Boston Garden?
you are right.
Basketball 1000.
The answer is
Named for a New York neighborhood, this team was founded in Chicago as the Savoy Big Five. Who are the Harlem Globetrotters?
correct.
Right again. 18-6 now. Bodies of water 200.
The answer is
Country which contains the Hudson Bay. What is Canada?
correct. The answer is
Swiss city at the southwestern tip of Lake Geneva. What is Geneva?
Correct? The answer is
Home of poets William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and Robert Southey. What is the Lake District?
yes. The answer is
The only continent touched by the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. What is Antarctica?
yes. The answer is
The 1813 battle gives the quote, "We have met the enemy, and they are ours." What is the Battle of Lake Erie?
correct?
Let's try 8400.
The answer is
Felix Unger and Oscar Madison. Who are the odd couple?
yes. The answer is
Summer camp class where you can make lanyards and leather wallets. What is arts and crafts?
correct? The answer is
They revived Neil Sedaka's career with their hit of "Love Will Keep Us Together." Who are Captain and Tennille?
you are right. The answer is
As the wedding march is to weddings, this Elgar piece is to graduations. What is pomp and circumstance?
yes. The answer is
The last Tsar and Tsarina of Russia, they had to deal with a mad monk and revolting Bolsheviks. Who were Nicholas and Alexandra?
You are right. The answer is...
Though Columbus was never there, this country is named for him. What is Colombia?
Yes. The answer is...
From Griego, meaning Greek, what Latinos sometimes call Anglos. What are gringos?
Yes. The answer is...
These straw hats made in Ecuador are named for the country through which they were shipped. What are Panama hats?
You are right. The answer is...
West Point grad Anastasio Somoza formerly ruled this Central American country. What is Nicaragua?
Correct. The answer is...
The song Guantanamera originated in this country. What is Cuba?
Correct. The answer is...
After a serious auto accident, this late black singer, actor, dancer converted to Judaism. Who is Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yes. The answer is...
His epitaph includes the fact that he wrote a Virginia statute for religious freedom. Who is Thomas Jefferson?
Yes. The answer is...
The statesman who said, I consider myself a Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Buddhist, and Confucian. I'm just going to say who's Muhammad.
No.
Not Muhammad. Oh well. First wrong answer I've given all game, but that's okay. Gandhi.
Yes. The answer is.
The city that's the site of Oral Roberts University. What is Tulsa?
Yes. The answer is.
First U.S. citizen canonized by the Catholic Church. Mother Cabrini. Alright.
You are right.
Now we're going to play Final Jeopardy here shortly. Category is World Cities.
The answer is.
It's the most populous city in the Western Hemisphere.
The answer is.
It is indeed Mexico City, so I end up with $40,000. And I'll see you all for the next game.